I don't like children.
But I got through it. And came off thinking, you know, I should have asked them what the show was about.
Haven't you heard that when you change, everything changes? Yes, we're gonna look at 10 actors who proved that no matter how damaged you become, there's always a road back to glory. Number 10. Robert Downey Jr. Perhaps the actor most known for his comeback from a deeply troubled past would be Robert Downey Jr. Yeah, the famous Tony Stark, aka the Iron Man. With a drug-addicted father, he had his first taste of drugs when he was just 8 years old. And by the mid-90s, he was regularly in the news for his legal troubles, including multiple arrests for drug possession. His addiction was so severe that he described it as having a shotgun in my mouth with my finger on the trigger. The turning point in Downey's life came in 2003 when he met Susan Levine on the set of Gothica. Number 9. Angelina Jolie. Angelina wasn't always the strong, confident woman we see today. She had a tough start. Growing up, her family life was complicated. Her parents got divorced when she was just a baby. This left a mark on young Angelina, and she often felt lonely and misunderstood. Even though she became a Hollywood star with movies like Girl Interrupted and Tomb Raider, her personal life was not as perfect as it seemed. She struggled with her mental health and had a wild, rebellious phase that included tattoos, risky behavior, and even drug use. The self-destructive path ended when she decided to adopt her first child, Maddox, from Cambodia in 2002. Since then, family has become a central part of Angelina's life. She adopted more children and had biological kids with actor Brad Pitt, being a loving mother and a kind human for many today. Number 8. Robin Williams. When we think of Robin Williams, we often picture a kind, warm, and funny guy with a refreshing smile. But behind the scenes, he had a devastating life. In the late 1970s and early 1980s, Williams became famous for his role in Mork and Mindy. However, during this time, he was heavily involved in the cocaine culture of Hollywood. He regained control by seeking sobriety after the tragic death of his friend John Belushi from a drug overdose, along with the birth of his son, Zach. His films and other achievements are even celebrated all around the world now, whether it be as the poetic John Keating in Dead Poets Society, or as the insightful psychiatrist Sean Maguire in Good Will Hunting. He used humor as a tool to chase success. Number 7. Oprah Winfrey. Born into a world of poverty and abuse, Oprah has an inspirational story of growth that is being continued even today. As a child, she lived with her grandmother, where she experienced severe discipline and even physical abuse. At age 6, she moved to Milwaukee to live with her mother, Vernita Lee, in a rough neighborhood. This period was marked by further abuse and instability. Her life caught some sunshine when she began living with her father, Vernon Winfrey, in Nashville. Oprah thrived in this new setting, becoming an honor student and winning a scholarship to Tennessee State University. Oprah's career in media began at just aged 19, when she became the first African-American female news anchor at a Nashville TV station. She later moved to Baltimore, where she co-hosted a talk show. In 1984, she took over a low-rated morning show in Chicago, which was soon renamed The Oprah Winfrey Show. Her natural warmth and empathy helped her connect with audiences, turning the show into a massive success. Today, she remains an inspirational figure. Number 6. Samuel L. Jackson. Before he became the big star we know today, Samuel L. Jackson had some rough times. Back in the day, he had a serious drug problem. His addiction got so bad that one day his wife, LaTanya, and their daughter found him passed out on the kitchen floor. That moment was a huge wake-up call for him. With LaTanya's support, he decided to go to rehab and get clean. But Samuel's challenges did not stop there. He also had to deal with a stutter from a young age. To help control it, he started using the word mother effer, which, funnily enough, helped him speak more smoothly. smoothly. Things started to change for the better when he got a role in Pulp Fiction. This movie was a game changer for him, leading to even bigger roles, such as his modern famous character Nick Fury in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Number 5. Kelly Osbourne. Known for her role on the reality TV show The Osbournes, Kelly's life has been a public roller coaster, from her struggles with addiction to her remarkable transformation. Kelly first encountered drugs at the age of 13, when she was prescribed liquid Vicodin after a tonsillectomy. Number 4. Drew Barrymore. Starting her career at a very young age, Drew Barrymore became famous for her role in E.T. at just 7 years old. However, growing up in the spotlight came with its challenges, with her first cigarette at 9 and daily cocaine use by 13. And at the age of 13, she was checked into rehab after attempting suicide. By 14, she had legally emancipated herself from her parents. After receiving proper care, she worked hard to rebuild her life and career, starring in hits like Charlie's Number 3, Britney Spears. Initially getting rejected for an acting chance for being too young, Britney Spears eventually made it to TV and slowly into several young hearts with her role in the Mickey Mouse Club, alongside some familiar faces like Christina Aguilera and Ryan Gosling. But this wasn't her true beginning, as she faced a breakdown after skyrocketing to fame in the 2000s with her first hit single, Baby One More Time. This pressure of being a young superstar had her finding comfort in drugs and later getting admitted to rehab. In 2007, she even shaved her head, saying it was her way of acting out. But luckily, due to these incidents, her father was legally granted conservatorship over her. Despite displaying several backlashes over this, she did well for herself, creating several albums during and after this period, the first successful release being Blackout in 2007. Number 2. Kid Cudi. With his debut single Day and Night in 2008, Scott Ramson Seguro Mescudi, aka Kid Cudi, was pulled into his dream world of fame, fortune, and recognition for his musical talent. It was a track that led him to be arrested for possession for many drugs, including marijuana and liquid cocaine. Several times, he was at the edge of his life due to drug overdoses. Fortunately, he decided to walk a different path, overcoming addiction with rehab and kicking off the right life in 2011. Number 1. Macaulay Culkin. Don't you remember the rebellious child actor Kevin McAllister from Home Alone? Well, anyone would, but the 10-year-old Macaulay Culkin, who stole our hearts, had a bumpy life ahead. He was a victim of substance abuse and was arrested in 2004 for possession of marijuana and other drugs. However, recognizing the need for change, Culkin sought help and began his journey of sobriety. In recent years, Culkin has focused on various creative pursuits outside of mainstream acting. He co-founded the comedy rock band The Pizza Underground in 2013, which parodied songs by The Velvet Underground with pizza-themed lyrics. Was that inspiring enough? Let us know in the comments. Like and subscribe for more. See you next time.